what does a cleanse do exactly? And like, I understand those antioxidants break down some crystals, something or others, but what else does it do? Is there something in our lungs, in our mucus, in our kidneys, and how does that all come together?
Okay, so I like to explain, like, what people will say, what is the lemonade diet? Well, the lemonade diet is just basically a liquid mono diet, and it's a diet that is composed only of lemonade. And this lemonade, as you know, is made from maple syrup, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and water. And you drink as much as you like in a day. So it's a very simple program. So you go, well, there's hardly anything in there. Like, how am I going to live on this? Like, don't I need to eat lots more? Well, the whole idea with this program is that when you eat food, your body requires about 25% of its energy to break down and liquefy and digest that food. So everything that you eat has to be converted to a liquid soluble form to be assimilated. Now, because it's lemonade mixed with water, it's already in liquid soluble form, because it doesn't have any sort of solid chunks or lots of connective tissue or whole grains or anything. It's assimilated in a matter of minutes. So all of this energy that's generally used for the digestive process to break down all the food that you consume, like pounds every day. People usually consume probably 2-3 pounds of food every day. Well, with lemonade, you're not eating pounds. You're drinking all of this water, and of course water requires no digestive energy whatsoever, or actually a little bit. But when this energy is no longer needed for digestion, what does it do? Well, it actually goes into the body and in a sense starts to digest itself. And sometimes this is a word for people. They're going, isn't my body going to break down? Well, yes, it is. But what the cleanse does is makes it so that your body is actually breaking down what it doesn't want. Unhealthy cells, unhealthy tissues, and accumulated waste. This process is actually called autolysis, and it's governed by enzymatic action. So everything you eat has to have enzymes to break down those complex molecules or foods into molecules that can be absorbed or assimilated by the body.
Right.
So when all of this, when this enzymatic action isn't necessary to break down food and it's sort of sitting there on the sidelines, it jumps in and it starts to break down what the body doesn't want. And if you've got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 pounds of waste sitting in your colon alone, these enzymes start to break it down. This excess water from all the lemonade you're drinking rehydrates that mass. Mm-hmm. So you've got, and then there's also a number of compounds in lemon that break up and loosen and mucus and other waste in the body. Right. Cayenne is like a catalyst which stimulates the lemon juice to do this even more effectively. So you've got these enzymes, you've got the water, you've got the chemical action of the lemon juice, the catalytic action caused by the cayenne pepper, and all of this together makes your body loosen and rehydrate this waste. You then also have to, because when you're on the cleanse, you have to take an herbal laxative twice a day to keep your bowels moving. Okay. Because it's only fiber that causes peristalsis, or the body's urge to eliminate. So if there's no fiber, then you're not eliminating. So you have to use this laxative, which then will make your body purge what the lemonade is loosening up and getting ready to get rid of. Okay. So it's basically using the digestive process to digest what the body doesn't want. And what the body can recycle, this is the other key issue here, is that you may have a tumor. You could have a tumor, a cancerous tumor that weighs 2 pounds. 1.5 pounds of that may be recycled and regenerated as healthy tissue. Mm-hmm. That can be done. So the body has, people say, how does this happen? Well, I go, our body is has been, through the course of evolution, has developed over millions of years. Actually life has been on the planet for hundreds of millions of years. And the body has its own innate intelligence. And when you're in crises, the body won't throw away healthy tissue. It throws away unhealthy tissue and regenerates healthy tissue.
Well, just common sense, isn't it? Like
it is,
you look around your house, when you're cleaning up, you keep what's good, you throw away what's bad. Our bodies have that intelligence built into it as well.
Right, absolutely. That's a good analogy.
And what we're trying to do here is create an environment, create the conditions so that our body has that opportunity to do that more effectively. and you said it yourself, we have our food in liquid format, so our digestive system is able to assimilate everything it wants to very, very quickly and conserve the calories. The 25% of our daily intake that's used to just breaking down that Big Mac and that Slurpee and that coffee with the donut dunked in.
Yeah.
Right, so 25% of what we consume is directly used to break down that food into something that our bodies can use. And when we're drinking the lemonade, we don't need to do that. So right away we can consume 25% less calories than we did on a daily aspect. But it's also interesting, people are worried that their bodies will break down, and we are just trying to create this condition so that it does break down. But what people are concerned about ultimately is that it will break down their muscle or their protein, because you're not getting any protein and because you're getting so few calories. It's a common misconception. It's really easy to draw that conclusion, but I think after you talk about it or hear someone like yourself talk about it for just a few minutes, it starts to kind of all make sense, right?